right. Oh, did I just see him in the building? He's in the house.
What's up?
Hello.
How you doing?
All right, guys. This is episode 9 of Rapping with Repo with Allmoney. We're going to turn the chat off during the interview. And then at the end, like the last 10, 15 minutes, we'll turn it back on and you guys can ask some questions.
You can leave the comments on. They don't bother me.
It's your preference.
Yeah, I like seeing shit talking.
Okay. We're going to leave the comments on.
Every time I see something, I learn something about myself.
I have not seen your mod come in yet, but I got a few in here though.
Which mod is it?
The one you told me, Mama, is it Leandra?
There's a girl. Yeah, Mama Leandra is the one.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll get started then. Comments are on. So, you recently, how are you doing? You recently had a little health scare?
Yeah.
Better?
I feel better, yeah. My blood pressure was too high, and then I busted a vessel in the back of my head, screaming when I was whooping QT Claps' ass.
I gotta say, I did see the video, and I was quite amazed. Even through all that pain, you were still thanking people and recognizing all your gifters. I was like, wow.
Gotta thank them first. That was rough. I didn't know what was going on. That's probably the worst pain I've ever been in.
Well, health comes first, for sure.
Yeah, I just took like 3 days off.
Okay, everything healed, everything good now?
I think so. I haven't went and see the specialist yet, but I feel fine. My blood pressure's. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna cut down. Like I drink energy drinks.
Yep.
But like I'll drink like 5 of them. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I'm gonna try to even if it's healthy for you, I'm just gonna try to like just drink one a day. Or thank you guys. Instead of just drink one. I drink one anytime I'm thirsty instead of water. So
yeah. So how long have you been streaming for? When did you start?
6 years.
So you're one of the original OGs.
The original.
So you were on here before there was even gifting badge levels.
Yeah, way before that. When I was on here, the biggest gift you could throw was 6K. It was a little pink teddy bear jet plane. Little teddy bear riding like a crop duster.
And what made you start streaming?
So I started TikTok. I found my daughters on TikTok, one of them, when she was like 10. When she was like 7 or 8. She was on TikTok. And so I went through, I was asking her what she was doing, and I went through it, and there was a bunch of bitches shaking their ass and doing a bunch of dumb stuff. So I told her no, and I like blocked it, but then I downloaded the app and went down a rabbit hole, and I made a video with my daughter, and it blew up. And so I was a content creator first. Once I got that, I started going live at nighttime for like 2 hours. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And funny story, I didn't know I was making money, right? People were throwing me gifts all the time. I had a 1.3 million follower account, but I lost it. But it took me almost 2.5 to 3 months before I figured out that I was making money on TikTok. TikTok wasn't Musical.ly, it was TikTok. And one day, actually John Collins is the one that told me to. We don't get along anymore, but John Collins told me like, yo, check your balance. Like you gotta be killing it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. He was like, are you stacking your money, or are you building the LLC and yada yada, Panda, what up? And so I checked my balance. I had like $32,000 in my TikTok balance.
And you didn't even know it?
Didn't even know it.
Wow.
So yeah, that's how I felt when I was getting paid. I was probably making like almost 1,000 to at some points like $1,500, $2,000 just talking for 2 hours. And there was no battles yet. There were no battles it was just live streaming like this, talking to my people. I used to have like a little American flag in the background and a bar with a bunch of exotic bottles and stuff. And the guidelines weren't super fucking, like you could show your bar and your liquor and stuff like that. I just used to get on, play some music and talk to everybody. You know, people that appreciated the videos, liked the videos, commented the videos. You know, it was just content creation at that point.
Yeah. Now, you more than some, or probably most, have had a lot of ups and downs on TikTok. Like you said, you had over a million followers on an account, and you lost that account. Yeah,
got into it with a dude and lost it. It was because I was too cocky. When you first start, I rose up so fast that I thought I was the shit. It's fine, Leah. I thought I was the shit, and I thought you couldn't do nothing to me, and there's no way. I was talking to TikTok like before the Creator Network, like the Live Creator Program was a thing. Like me and 7 other people started that program. We were the originals, and I ended up violating my NDA, and they took me out of it. I can never be a part of it again. That's why you don't see Live Pro next to my name. But we did that. And I just felt like I ran my mouth too much. You know what I mean? I was like, people were like, oh, they would mass report your account and do all of that stupid shit. And I would be like, yeah, well, I'm just going to call my guy TikTok and we're going to get it unbanned. And back then, see, now the Creator Program isn't a secret. You know what I mean? Everybody knows about it. But back then, they didn't want to tell you, they didn't want you to tell nobody at all. Because they were giving us perks. There were perks to being in that program. You know, the withdrawal was up. It wasn't 1,000 a day. There was the hot button where they would push you out. You'd have 3,000 people in your room. There's a whole bunch of things that they didn't want you to tell people that you were getting that they weren't getting. So it was like in its beta phase, you know, where they were just testing the program, testing everything. Right. And then they rolled out the battles, the little battle think tank. And thank you, Golden Boy. Thank you, guys. Once they rolled out the battles, I didn't even participate in them. Me and John were good friends. We were doing the content violation stuff and it was still content creation, going all over the country, doing comedy shows with Udi and Big Old Texan and Kingery and all the content violation crew. But once they rolled out the battles, John got on it right away, right? And then they started the ranking system, and people would sit there and battle, and John took the first number 1, and then this guy Rami came over from fucking wherever the fuck he came from, and he kind of like started bullying all the American creators. You know what I mean? He'd have 7,000 people in his live, and they were being really disrespectful with like planes and bomb emojis and shit like that. I ended up getting into it. That video was on TikTok the very first time. Like I ended up getting into it with him over that, and he tried to mass report me a bunch of times, and then that's where the battling like phenom started, like with me. Like I put on the vest, and I couldn't stay live. They would report me and I'd come down. And back then it was only 24 hours you would get banned for. So I tried to take number 1 from him one time, and we did it, but I'd have to wait until the timer was up, and then I come on at nighttime, do a battle, put up like 1 million points, and then I get banned. And then I'd have to wait again all day till the next night, and he would catch up and go up, and then I'd have to do it again. So we took number 1 that time. And then one time we couldn't even stay online, so we just stayed offline all week. Like a rope-a-dope. That's what the tactic was. Mama Leandra. If you want to know something very funny, Mama Leandra, the mod you modded right now, she's the reason Repo can't fuck people up like Repo wants to sometimes. That 1 point, whatever limit it is on coins, is Mama Leandra's fault from that week.
They came up with that afterwards?
We recharged, she recharged about fucking 5 million, and or not, I think like 3. The rest of my team put up like 2. She recharged a lot. Yeah. She just comboed nothing but little jet planes, 6,000 jet points, like 3 million in 6K increments.
Oh, really?
Combo button. And we waited to the end of the week, 5 minutes before the reset, so that he couldn't ban us. We did one battle with this guy Vamp, and then we just smoked him. And that's like when the ultimate snipe happened. That was the first ultimate snipe. He was pissed off. Next week, we had a limit. We couldn't recharge more than 1 million coins.
Wow.
Hi, Candy.
Wow. So you were the originator of a lot of stuff that got fucked up on TikTok.
I feel like it.
Why they changed some of their policies.
Yeah. I feel like I fucked up a lot of stuff. I fucked up the recharge. I fucked up the withdrawal. We used to have a little secret where we could withdraw all our money, and like only the creators knew, and they were being gatekeepers with it, and I was telling everybody about it. And like, yo, man, if you got 10,000, you can take it out. Like if you got an iPhone, you can take it out. You just got to do this little trick. And so I was doing that, and then I went to war with Ali, and I pulled out like 200,000 at one time, and that got shut down. They patched it.
Does it make you, you're on a different account, right?
This is a Dubai account.
You can do daily withdrawals, because I saw you where you were talking about that you don't like them holding on to your money for a week.
That and so I started using these accounts when agencies first started happening. I had an agency, like one of the first agencies in TikTok was Dong Feng, right? That's Ali's agency. And they recruited me too. I quit them, and then I went with these other people, and I like the daily withdrawals, and it's based on your average. So like if you put up my numbers per month, then your withdrawal will be like 20 to 25,000 a day. So if you ever do have like a big push day, or somebody just comes and blesses you, right? And your money doesn't have to sit there for people to mass report you and ban you and shit like that. I would rather have the money out instead of being tempted to exchange it all. You know, when every one of your friends has a big battle or something like that, I'm finding myself recharging and exchanging all of it.
Well, I just saw a video recently where someone got hacked.
Who?
I think it was Juicy. Says she got hacked and all her money wasn't there.
I haven't seen it. That happens too.
I just saw it this morning.
You should put 2-factor authentication on your accounts and stuff like that. It's really, they've tried to hack my accounts, right? It's more, you're more susceptible to it with these out of country accounts that I get. So back then when you would join an agency, they would give you a whole new account, and it's from Dubai. And then you would have to put an IP thing on there, change your IP for 3 days, and then it'd be fine. Now I have a bunch of those accounts, right? Every 100 million I would have to switch, because then it locks you into the country that it's supposed to be in. So I used to that's how I have so many accounts, because I have all these agency accounts that I don't use anymore. But if I ever need to go live, I have an account to go live on that has pretty much the same people on it. My core people are there, and the new people can come if we get into the ranks, right? But yeah, Denny, I started using them because when I violated my NDA, all my virality went down. Like I get 0% FYP percentage on my main account. Like if I were to use my main account this whole time, it'd be over 1 million followers. Right. The way my accounts grow, just going live. But at the risk of how much money I make per week, I don't trust TikTok I've gotten my main account permanently banned 46 or 43, I don't remember, but 40 something times. And I get it back every time, but there might be that one time that I don't, you know what I mean? So
for sure.
I got a family. I'm not going to let them take that much money. I lost a lot of money in my main account, my very first account with the 1 million on it. I lost a lot, and I settled with TikTok, didn't get to keep my account, had to pay half to the lawyer that I hired to represent me. So it was shit. So I don't ever want to leave that much money in a TikTok account anymore. Right. That's why I use this one.
So what makes you keep going on? Because most people after all that would have walked away and said, forget it, I'm never coming back here again.
What, to TikTok? What they did to me? Or
everything. Yeah.
The people.
The people.
I think it's a mix. No, I think it's the people. this is the funnest job you're ever gonna fucking have. You know what I mean? And then I have a hard time turning my back on people that have helped change my life. So like you, for example, you've helped change it. If there was ever somebody going at you, like I would hope you would know, like I would go balls to the wall against anybody speaking about certain people on here. But
you come from that generation that I do, where loyalty still matters.
yeah.
Younger generation, not so much.
There's not much I can do. Like I could probably never give you enough money. Mama Leandra the same. All these big pandas in here, the big Pablos in here, the big supporters that have helped change my life. But if they ever need me, like I will be there. You know what I mean? In whatever way that I can try to be there. But the people keep me coming back. You know what I mean? The people keep me coming back. There's so many DMs of people that have said I've saved their life, or they were going to unalive themselves, or all the good things that I've gotten to do with this app. It doesn't matter what TikTok USA wants. Like they let me move and operate. You know what I mean? They love it when I go on my main account.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, as long as TikTok Dubai is fair, they're going to let me go no matter what, and they're not governed by TikTok USA's managers or anything like that. There isn't a manager in the live department that doesn't like me, and there's only one. It's a girl, right? Mm-hmm. And I don't even think she's in the live department anymore. She's moved on since then. But there's nobody over there that's going to tell anybody from Dubai's corporate what to do. You know what I mean? They govern themselves. So I get a lot more freedom on this account than I do on other accounts.
Nice. So how is the agency going?
Agency's going good. We're bouncing back because I took the vacation and then this little thing. But me and Austin have some stuff planned. We're in the middle of our sink or swim event, and it's nice to watch all the creators that aren't creators per se, you know what I mean? Stream and like reach for something, you know what I mean? And motivate people out of nothing. Like half of them don't have big rooms, 90% of them don't have big rooms.
Right.
But I've been peaking these last 3 days watching and stuff like that. And I'm like super proud of the creators that are just starting, working their way into the top. We did a big old tournament. It's in round 2, almost round 3, where the top 20 advance next. Mm-hmm. And I just like to see, we did it so that we could see who's grinding and who's really committed to like getting over that hump of nobody in the room, or, not putting up points, and who is sitting there and talking to
What made you decide to start one? Because honestly, in my opinion, and other people's opinions, agencies to me kind of have a bad rep on here, because a lot of them just take you and then forget about you, and you know what I mean?
Yeah. So there's a bunch of, I can't talk bad about them, okay, because that's against the rules. But there's a bunch of agencies who have like 10,000, 15,000 creators signed, and they're just doing power in numbers, right? Every little thing counts. There's no way you have a staff that can accommodate that many people. You know what I mean?
Right.
So what I try to focus on, and it was hard in the beginning because so many people signed up that we had to stop. And then we had fucking J-Hop fucking doing bitch shit, sending people to sign up and quit, trying to fuck with our percentage. And so it became kind of flustered. Now we've hired so many people to try to focus on smaller like group sizes, one manager for a small group of people, to where everyone gets talked to. All our managers are good. They all communicate. We try not to do what the other agencies do. The other agencies, they'll leave you. There's too many people to handle. I'm more concerned with quality over the quantity. So like we just got back from our little resting period, and I'm about to cut another 100 people. You know what I mean? Because I told people I'm not going to hold your hand. That's the point of this exercise that we just did with the sink or swim tournament. It's to see who really wants it and who's willing to go through the ups
So
and downs.
they have to put in the work.
They have to put in the work. That way we know who to focus on. You know what I mean? Who to really cultivate. You know what I mean?
Now, what do you guys do differently than other agencies do, you think?
Incentivize. Now it's hard to get unbanned because even though you're in the agency and we have someone at TikTok to look at things, some people are just wrong. You know what I mean? And they don't understand what the algorithm's looking for. Now, being part of the agency, that's perk. They give you papers that tell you, hey, educate your creators not to say these words.
Right.
You know what I mean? Educate your people not to talk like this or do things like this because it'll automatically cut them. So when you do that, you know, you still get your ban. But I mean, if there's like age over moderation or over moderation because your account's flagged or something like that, then that's usually when it gets overturned. But what we've been trying to do is we have streaming curriculums in the Discord, which is my streaming course that I did. Everything I know about streaming, right? That's for free now. So if you're in the agency, it's for free. So anything you could pick up from that. So I think there's like 10 chapters of everything that I know about streaming, the right ways to do it, the wrong ways to do it, the profitable ways to do it, and then what I feel is the best for me and that has worked for me. That's for free. The managers talk to you, advise you of your goals, try to get you there. And then we give back a cut of the TikTok money. Like there's incentives for me. Like you're not gonna win if it was just a little LED light or something like that, right? There's no rules as to what you can give your creators on your agency. So if you make a certain amount of diamonds for our agency, then because let me clear something up for everybody that's confused about agencies. Agencies don't get a cut of your money. Okay, they don't. You get the same cut of money that you've been getting when you go live and you do your battles. We get the chance to earn a small percentage of what
TikTok pays you, right?
Yes. And we don't get 50% of it like everyone thinks. We have a chance to get up to 15% of it. And it gets increasingly harder. We reached our 6-month goals in 3 weeks. So right from the rip, we're really successful. And so now we have to keep that success and build upon it because new agencies get 6 months to hit a certain goal. And usually they take that long. But we were we hit the ground running and they did that in 3 weeks. So now, and so if you're starting the agency, I would advise you to just take that 6-month period and chill. You know, because it does get harder once you hit that goal because every month it resets with a higher goal. And it might take you 15 million diamonds to unlock 3% of what TikTok's earning. So that's harder than when it's just 8 million. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Like they double it or triple it every fucking month. So you have to cultivate people and you have to turn them into live pros, you know, if you really want to be successful, unless you want to just have a watered down ass agency where I could go out there and sign 2,000-3,000 people. You know what I mean? I could go through, we have requirements. Like I'm not signing people under 500 followers that I personally don't know or see in my thing. And then you got to deal with the people that get signed up and they have this idea that they want to stream, but then they don't stream for 30 days.
Right.
I'm not holding your hand through that either. I'm just gonna get with it.
Now, do most agencies? I mean, yours is not that I follow a bunch of agencies, but yours is one of the first I've seen do it. Like you brought your person up on screen with you.
Yeah.
Do most agencies do that or no?
Yeah, different agencies have different systems, but they all do it. You just don't. You're not paying. The people aren't paying attention. You know what I mean? Living's been doing it, and we have a bet. I don't know if you were in there, where each day we're gonna do a little battle, me and him, with one of our agency's people in there, and it's the first to 25. We won the first one, and then at the end, the losing agency has to give out of all these people that we put. Jasmine was the first winner, right? Out of all these, we'll have 25 names or more, depending on if they go back and forth. Golden Boy, you just got to stop making coins. You got to stop making coins, and then I can get you. You know what I mean? I'm not going to ask you to do that. I wish I could get you too. But at the end, Livin's agency or my agency is going to have to give some random person that has competed with us, one of our creators, 5 lions. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So we'll do like a drawing or something for the people that have competed in it, and then one of them will get like 5 lions. But yeah, we give incentives. You know what I mean? You reach a certain amount, you get an extra check from me. And I think that between me, Austin, and the managers that we have, there's over 25 years of TikTok experience. You know what I mean? Right. Specifically with like battling. So that's not too shabby. You know what I mean? You could do worse than trying to learn from me and Austin about battling.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Now, do you kind of let your people like pick their own style?
Yeah,
of battling?
I encourage them to be you, individually, uniquely you. We have background ideas and links for people to start their streaming setups and stuff, but we try to advise them like, be you. Pick something that you identify with, that speaks to you. Don't just go get a mural of some graffiti and some, American flags and put them on your thing and do all of that, or football helmets and fucking shoe boxes and shit like everybody else. Right. I want everybody to pick something that's uniquely them and then expand on that. The LED lights are universal, you know what I mean? In the streaming world these days, whether it's Kick, Twitch, whatever you're streaming on, a good streaming environment is needed. And a good job. So that's not a rip off or copying anybody, but clouds and shit like that. Like, I fucking hate clouds. I hope nobody in my agency has clouds fucking ceiling. You know what I mean? Like, pick something that's you, like uniquely you, that people can identify with. Because at the end of the day, when you're building a community and it's not a team, it's not like one of those teams, like, no disrespect, but like the Snipe Gods, right? That Snipe God team was a bunch of people. And then there was a bunch of people here, and there was a bunch of people on these different little teams that were popping up. Like, I'm trying to encourage people to be more like me. You know what I mean? You're the face of your own brand. And to build your community, one, you got to engage with people, talk with people, and give a fuck about people, and not just be in it for a bag. And then make your background like you. Like, people are tuning into you.
Right. Now, do you believe content is key?
100%. It's in the streaming course. You know what I mean? Content drives viewers to your stream. You can go and you can just stream, right? But I've seen 1 million people fucking fall off. I've seen 1 million people come and go who just see, TikTok battling is a thing, and they got a rich boy or a friend of theirs, and they're like, yo, you're gonna throw me a couple million. We're gonna get on here in the rankings. And they build a little team because everyone wants to be part of the winner's crew. Right. But that shit dies out. You know what I mean? Because there's no content. There's no creation to keep new people coming in to see what you're about. Right. You have to do content. You don't have to, but I'm telling you right now, your page will grow faster as a creator if you have that foundation of content creation. Whether it's and today it's so easy because like you can fucking download Chat GPT and fucking AI. You can download programs like that and fucking make content. You know what I mean? And it'll post it for you and shit like that. And you just got to post it consistently, and that it will reach somebody. You know what I mean? But I prefer original content with your face on it and stuff like that.
Do you remember your first video that went viral?
Yeah.
What was it about? I don't even know. What was it about?
I'll show you.
Was it bad?
No, it wasn't bad. It was my daughter used to say the most off the wall shit, and I'm one of those dads that don't allow boys. You know what I mean? So
I can't say if I would want to knock on your door to take your daughter out.
So I remember when we switched her schools, right? And she was there for about 2 weeks, and I had just put the little GoPro in the the dash cam in the car with the GoPro facing in the car. Because I was still doing music at that time a little bit and recapping tattoos. And so I was already creating content, but whether it was for Facebook or it was for Instagram or stuff like that. And it was just about my business and day-to-day funny shit or like thoughts I had concerning different things. Well, my daughter went to school and she got in the car one day and she had a crush on a boy. And
How old was she?
She was like 8. And so what I did was she came in and she said something and I was like, what the fuck did you just say? And I turned on the camera and I was like, ask me that again. And she did. And this is what it was. And then after this video, I started,
Oh, Don, I forgot to tell you something.
What do you want?
I have a crush on Christian.
Who the hell's Christian?
He's very boy in my school.
You like Christian?
Yes.
He handsome?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
He a good kid?
Yes.
Do you want him to die?
No.
You still got a crush on Christian?
No.
Good talk.
And that went viral.
that one. Yeah.
How old is she now?
I just used to she's 13 now.
She have a boyfriend?
No. But she's
Like,
with
no.
she's with her mom. She's back with her mom now. So like, who knows? We parent very different. She gives her a lot of freedoms and stuff like that. I fucking hate it.
How many children do you have?
5 total. 2 of my own, and then babysitters on mine as well.
Nice. And you're married? How long have you been married?
Go almost 3 years.
3? Oh, I thought it was longer than that. 3?
We've been together for like 4. Yeah.
And you're very outspoken. Like you just put it all out there. How do you feel about creators that don't tell people they're with other people?
Fucking bops, and that's the biggest red flag ever. I was just talking about this. There's a girl, fucking don't know her name. It's the girl with the Mickey Mouse nose. Like, she thought she was hot shit in the rankings and stuff like that. This girl's all the way fucking married. I never knew that, right? She's all the way married and I guess they started leaking her text messages where she was telling her real husband that she had to go stay at her fake husband's house, who's her gifter, but she wasn't gonna do nothing. And like she was really trying to talk this motherfucker into letting her go
Oh my goodness.
to Miami or some shit to stay with this man who's her gifter. But she wasn't gonna do nothing with him. I promise, babe, I'm not gonna do anything with him. I just gotta go because he pays our bills. That was the weirdest shit fucking ever. And sadly, it's a big thing. There's so many, and that's been years. Like, I have friends, or used to have friends, on here from 6 years ago. It used to be bigger back then. Like, they were the thirst trap dudes, you know. TikTok calls them the heartthrobs. If you guys wonder what TikTok calls like hot dudes, it's heartthrobs. Okay, and if you were a heartthrob, they had all these heartthrob creators, right? And no, you don't, Lexi, but it helps. And half of these motherfuckers are married, and their girls are completely okay with saying shit to like women. Like, I talk naturally flirtatious, right? My content used to be funny stuff and thirst traps, okay? And I stopped taking my shirt off when I got married, right? I stopped doing a lot of things when I got married. I'm Mexican, so I talk a certain way. I call everybody mama, right? Call everybody mama. I try not to do that no more. You know what I mean?
Did that hurt your followers? Did
I don't
it, like,
think so.
hurt you in any way?
I don't think so. I thought it would, and I think that. But here's the bigger thing: I think it scares people. I think it scares creators that's their content, being a hot guy. I think it scares creators that if they let them know that they have a woman or a man in the house with them, that all these girls that are thirst traps gifting, right, thinking that they may have a shot at some point, because people do that. I've had a lady come in and she threw me a lion randomly, just came in about 2 years ago. And then Baby Sita came on the screen like 40 minutes later after the battle and stuff. This girl was in there gifting her ass off, just randomly out of the blue. Went up to like 250K.
Right.
And she seen my wife come in and give me a kiss to go put the kids to bed or something like that. She was like, wow, I just wasted a bag. So the whole time she thought I was single. My chat is different. My mods will tell you they were already in here doing it. You know what I mean? They tell people, don't give me kissy faces. I don't like the kissy face gift. My wife don't give a fuck. That's another big misconception. My wife didn't tell me to do none of that. That's a boundary I put for myself.
She doesn't get any kind of, is she on social media too?
Yeah.
She doesn't get any kind of hate, any kind of messages?
Sometimes,
nothing?
But for the most part, everyone, even when I'm beefing, leaves her alone. I mean, J-Hop tries to fucking talk shit about her to elicit a response out of me and shit like that. But I mean, I'm not giving a fuck about anybody's opinions of a man who kills monkeys and beats girls. So like, I don't let it get to me no more. It used to get to me a lot. I feel like they know how I am with Baby Sita, so like that's their go-to. Anytime they really want to, you could talk about me till you're blue in the face. You can spin a narrative. I can just put a receipt out and change your narrative and just be like, look, fuck you. But when they really want to piss me off, like that's where they go. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to find a little bit of peace with that. Like I know what they're doing. But sometimes she does. Her biggest problem or her biggest irritation is that like when I'm beefing with somebody or something, they'll send her videos of like the Doge guy or somebody sending her videos and saying, hey, I couldn't get a hold of Anthony. Like, and she has her own platform.
Right.
She has her own platform, and it's not and I have my own platform, and we run our platforms very, very different. You know what I mean?
Right.
So she doesn't like getting all that stuff. She doesn't like getting dragged into that stuff. Like, she knows, and I try to be a good representation and still be able to stand on business.
Oh, awesome.
Next.
Thought somebody said something up there. I wanted to see. Let's talk about your. I was in what was maybe a week ago when I was scrolling through and I saw your How to Catch a Poacher.
That's a good one.
I actually, I'm not kidding you.
Yeah.
I actually called somebody and said, "You got to get in here and see this. I've never seen anything like this in my life." You're like not afraid to do anything on here.
I don't give a fuck about none of these creators. They can't whoop me. So like, and even if they can, like, show me. Like I've always been that way. Like I don't give a. That's why half of they want you to conform. You know what I mean? And I've never been that way. Like if I don't like something, I'm gonna fucking tell you I don't like it, and it's not an act. This is not an act for the camera. People know me that are in this room in real life. This is how I talk in real life. This is not. My aggressiveness is the same in real life. My funniness is the same in real life. Like we are either the best of friends and I love you to death and I'll give you the shirt off my back, or like, what do you want to do? It's that simple. There's no gray line of this is a camera and this is an act. I am the same fucking way I am here in real life. You know what I mean? Like people honking fucking horns, I'm out of the car instantly. What the fuck is your problem? And so when people try to spill that narrative, he's not the same online, I very much am. That's them trying to fucking make themselves look good. Like I will slap the fuck out of you in real life. Like I'm a big dude. I don't fear nobody. I love fist fighting. Like, and I'm gonna be that way till one of these little motherfuckers put me on my pockets. You know what I mean? Or I feel like I'm 50 or something and I can't move no more.
Right.
Like, I was raised in the 80s. I was raised by a boxer dad, strong family, and I just don't fear nothing. I fear Jesus. That's what I fear. So if you ain't Jesus, like there's nothing to fear from getting punched in the mouth. I like that shit.
So you don't consider, like, you don't have like other creators that you consider your true friends on here?
Creators?
Yeah, other creators.
Oh.
Or is it all business to you?
No, listen, I've been burnt so many times. I used to.
I know.
I used to have a lot of really Just curious, why didn't you fight Hop? Because that would put money in his pocket. Besides, I've already pulled up to fight Hop, and he drove around the corner twice, admitted it on live that he was scared. So there's no reason for me to keep pushing. I'm not trying to pay a fucking animal abuser. Hop wants to fight. Let me pause for a second before I digress. Hop wants to fight, and he don't want to fight. That man's this big, okay? He doesn't. He wants to get paid because all your voices are mattering now, and he's not getting paid. So he needs something else to put money in his pocket. I'm not going to be that. If he wants to fight me, pull up. He knows where I'm at. It's that simple.
Wow, for sure.
But like, we'll fight for free. We won't fight for dollars.
Do you consider Austin your friend?
I like Austin a lot. I would say, the people that have burned me make it hard for me to be friends.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, fully, yeah.
I will say this, Hop was a friend. Like, I care about that dude. Even saying all that, and I'm about to do another video because I heard he was drunk and someone sent me a video where I was gone. But, like, he was a friend. You know what I mean? I actually give a fuck about that dude. You know what I mean? It hurt me to do what I did. I wish it didn't go there, but it had to. Second, I've been friends. I found out very early that people latch onto you, and a lot of people were my friends when it was convenient for them to be my friends, or it was convenient to get access to the most valuable thing about me, which is my community. You know what I mean? A lot of people on TikTok tried to be my friend. You know what I mean? A lot of people on TikTok fucked with me the long way. A lot of people loved me. But a lot of people were just in here stealing gifters, building their own communities, and then doing shit like that. You know what I mean? So that's kind of made it very for me to be friends with somebody, like, fully. I think to be friends, you can't just do it online. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
we gotta link up. We gotta link up and do stuff like that. I'll tell you this, I like Austin a lot. I would say he's the closest thing I have to a friend on TikTok. Okay, but he's my business partner. He's like a little brother.
Right.
I just got him something for his memorabilia. I didn't even get nothing for myself when I was on this little 3-day. But I seen this in a memorabilia store and I was like, oh, I gotta grab that. You know what I mean? But I think he's funny. You know what I mean? His mama and his daddy with me. I've been to his house. You know what I mean? I think so. Like, that makes it the closest thing to a friend as possible. He's welcomed me into his home. You know what I mean?
Right.
He's welcomed me into his home. The second he found out that I was, in the hospital, he reached out. And I think that's how you count building the steps to being a friend.
Right.
By shit like that. There's a lot of creators who say they're my friends and stuff like that didn't reach out at all. They reached out 4 days late when they seen a fucking video or something like that. They ignored it. You know what I mean? That's that fake friendship. So I try to treat everybody like acquaintances or people that I fuck with. You know what I mean? But friends, I feel like you have to meet people. You have to, outside of this app to be considered a friend. Like, if I called you, if my friends, if they called me right now and I had something to give them that they needed, they would have it. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. I feel like these are all, yes, Danny, these are very much like work colleagues,
How did you meet your wife?
TikTok. She didn't like me. She didn't like me. So
That's how you met her. She didn't like you?
she was on John Collins' team. And she wasn't one of his biggest supporters or anything like that, but she supported John, and we used to battle against her all the time. And she asked me to get a tattoo. But really, she was setting me up. We've told this story lots of times. She's told it. She just didn't like me. She didn't like that I was cocky. She didn't like that I was arrogant back then. And she really wanted to try to whoop on me all the time. And so she devised this plan where she was just going to seduce me and then ghost cultivate my creators and like pass the torch to them. As long as I have a platform to speak on good things and bad things and stand up for what's right in situations and tell my story and inspire other people, then yeah, the day I stop inspiring people or making people laugh, I'll quit.
Now, what do you do for fun when you're not on the app?
Nothing.
Nothing. Stay home. Nothing.
I like playing video games, but I don't. Like I play 2 video games and then like I get tired of them really fast, or I beat the game. I like playing poker, but only tournaments. I could probably be a successful poker player if I just played cash. You know what I mean? I could probably have like my rich friends stake me and go to like the lodge and play these 20,000 cash games and walk out with a couple $100,000 up. But I like the tournaments. I like the playing, outsmart people. Other than that, like with the agency and stuff, it's like a whole second job.
Yeah.
Like when I'm not on here, I'm on this laptop. I'm looking at analytics. I'm looking at who's doing well. I'm looking at who's close to goals. I'm talking to managers. My wife is talking to managers, or I'm relaying it to my wife, and my wife is relaying it to managers.
Right.
We try to make time for family and friends, you know what I mean? But we don't really have friends here. We kind of stay to ourselves. But make time for the kids, do stuff with the kids.
Yeah.
I need to do more with the kids. But I don't really do anything fucking fun. That's why when I get, I almost made a mistake doing the agency first. Okay, the agency, to answer your question, I don't think we answered it. Austin called me. I had already been thinking about it, right? Every big creator was getting an agency. And I was like, well, I could teach a lot of people some good stuff and get paid for it. So I was like, maybe that could transition me from less of this to more behind the scenes, pushing other people, right? Because there's big money in agencies, okay?
Right.
There's big money. I'll tell you a story. I have a friend who has an agency. He's the one that put it in my head last year. He's like, bro, start your own agency. Do it by yourself, right? Do it by yourself and do it just like this. And then he showed me his 5 creators. He has 5 creators. You okay?
Yeah, swallowed wrong.
So he has 5 creators. Every one of them is a live pro. He makes fucking $215,000 a month. They all reach their goals. They're grinding. You know what I mean? They're popular. So, and he cultivated them from scratch. All right. I'm only going to say he cheated on one. He cheated with one of them, right? Because one of them was already popular, but he earned an invitation to get the person, and they sacrificed 60 days of not making any money to sign him. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So that was me. And so I had already been thinking about it. Austin called me and was like, let's do it together. Like, let's do it together and like make the biggest. You know what I mean? Let's make a dynasty. And so that's what we're doing. What I'm doing right now is getting rid of all the snakes. You know what I mean? Getting rid of all the snakes. Like, I have an approach that's different. I'm not going to hand you nothing. You know what I mean? You're going to work, and I'm going to see that. Your manager's going to see that. They're going to tell me about it. All day long, that's what I'm doing. You know what I mean? All day long.
For sure.
When people don't think I am, like, I got 4 creators live right now, right? 4 of them, and their screens are pulled up. That way I can give them critiques or give their manager bio if you want to join. But I'm telling you, listen to what I'm saying. I will cut your ass. I'm not one of the big agencies that are into signing people and not talking to them and not letting you go out of your contracts. I will get the fuck rid of you if you do not stream. If you are not streaming, you don't have to battle. But as long as you're streaming and building your community and talking and getting over them humps and getting out of your comfort zone, I will help you and encourage you and push you the right way. But you have to freaking go live. If you join an agency and don't hit the button for 30 days, you're out of here. I can tell you right now, you're out of here.
Wow.
Nicole,
right.
and it's no hard feelings, Nicole. I love your face, but having a streamer that doesn't stream on your agency doesn't do anything for me.
Oh, for sure. All right, so this is the last section of our interview. My goodness.
That's it. We didn't even do no juicy stuff. I like this stuff.
Well, it's mostly supposed to be about you,
Oh, okay.
so people can get to know you better.
I like that.
So this section is called Have or Have Not. All you have to do is answer have or have not.
Okay.
Okay. Have you ever ridden a mechanical bull?
Yes, I have. Yes.
Have you ever given someone the wrong directions on purpose?
No.
Have you or have you not ever been to a strip club?
Yes. And I don't like them.
To me, it's like window shopping.
They fucking tried to rob me and it smelled like sweat and curry chicken in that bitch.
Have you or have you not ever maxed out a credit card?
Yes.
Have you or have you not ever locked yourself out of your own house?
Yes.
Have you or have you not ever forgot where you parked your car in a parking lot?
Yes.
That was good. All right, let's open up the chat to some questions. So if anybody has a question,
Joey, I max them out to this day. And then I stay back to build more credit. Like I'll max out a credit card and then pay it back the next day.
Danny with her do you like cheese?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. All right, anybody got a good question for him?
Has streaming full time ever affected? Yes. Yes, it has affected my romantic relationship. That's why we try to do the hours differently now.
Do you ever take a day off?
I just took 3.
Well, not voluntarily.
Yes, Sunday. Sunday's the Lord's Day.
It's good to know.
I help people, expose people if it gets to me and it's worth it. I don't try to go poking my nose in everybody's business though.
Do you have a dish you like to cook?
Pozole.
Are you a cook?
I cook good.
Ooh, what do you like to cook?
There's a bunch of videos: birria, tacos, pozole, menudo. I cook a lot of Mexican dishes, barbecue.
Nice.
My most proud moment: opening up investment accounts for my kids, buying my house. Those 2. I know if something happens to me, like I know last week, if I would have died, then my kids are going to be splitting a pretty cool amount of money. You know what I mean? So.
For sure. Do you like the 49ers or the Raiders? Somebody's asking.
Raiders. I'm from Oakland. What happened last week? Busted a vessel. High blood pressure. It was 188 over 90 or 189.
Do you think your intensity in your battles contributed to that?
Yeah.
Because you're very intense.
And I told people when I came back and gave them a little update, I said, I'm never going to be the creator. You've seen it. I'm sure you've scrolled into lives where maybe a streamer, you want to help. You're very generous. So they don't even react to the lions in the universes no more, man. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
we've gotten so lazy as creators that like you just expect the lions, you expect the universes. And when they come, they're like, oh, hey, thanks, Repo. Hey, thanks, Joey. You know what I mean? But me, like, I made my name off the intensity, the vest, the flag. You know, I made my name on a wall that kind of looks just like that, right?
Yep.
And I think that I'm never gonna get tired of when I get gifts being appreciative of it. I scream over the fucking tiny diners. I scream over my comments are blown up. I don't know if you've ever known that about me, but like how your comments are showing little right? Mine don't. Mine show big when I'm live.
Okay.
They're blown up. And so when I see the gifts, I try to shout out everybody, which is sometimes it's fucked up because all the little gifts go first. There's a lot more little gifts than there are big
Right.
gifts being thrown. So sometimes I'll be shouting out Tiny Diney's. The score's 100K. I just haven't seen the lion yet.
Right.
And when it gets there, and I just get excited. You know what I mean? I get excited. Still. I get amped up. It's like a big ass adrenaline rush when you have people that are throwing their hard-earned money, and you know that it's a blessing. I don't buy fucking Gucci bags. I don't buy fucking man purses. I don't buy fucking brand new cars. I got a fast fucking car. It's paid for. I bought it a long time ago. And I like my car. I don't buy a bunch of dumb shit that these other kids and streamers are buying. Like
You never went through that when you
What?
started making all the big money? You didn't just go berserk?
I did. But I wasn't buying stupid shit. I was buying stuff for my girls. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I was traveling. I was just traveling back and forth, TikTok meetups, hosting the Cheer Choice Awards. I was content creating. I was collabing with people. I was bouncing all over the country. And so that's where the money was going. I was just tricking the money off. I was gifting. Like I would be a level 50 on 4 fucking accounts if they had gifting badges when I was doing my thing, because I've gifted over 1.5 million easily. So, and I was the first creator to gift 1 million. I went and showed that the day I did it. Nobody had did it. I showed my PayPal. I was like, I gifted $1 million before anybody. So if you could go back, what would you have done differently? Not a thing. All roads, Joey, all roads lead to the man that I am now. So I wouldn't change nothing, not the prison time, not anything I've been through. I wouldn't change a fucking thing.
I'm the same exact way. All my life experiences has made me who I am today. Good, bad, and ugly,
I feel like
whatever.
I'm a good dude. You know what I mean? I get a lot of shit, but I'm a good dude. Like I'm a good dude. I'm all about my kids. Everything you guys send me goes to my children. I don't keep none of it. It's gone. It's in my PayPal one night. It's in my wife's bank account the next night. She budgets, makes sure everything's good, puts aside money into the kids' investments accounts and the IRA and the retirement, and pays the bills. I keep $100 from everything I make, and that's cigarette money. Cigarette and energy drinks. That's it.
Wow.
What's one piece of advice? Get to know your people. Yeah, Joey. Bouncing back from prison. Just got to change your environment.
I
Y'all
see the question.
didn't give me no bad ones. Y'all didn't even give me no bad ones. I like interviews like this. This was good stuff.
What do you think of the new TikTok policy coming out?
I can actually assure you, I have been given permission to talk about it. This is from TikTok. It's funny you ask because I just got this like, what time? An hour ago. Okay. And this is a PR-proof comm that I can send you guys. Okay. TikTok periodically updates their terms of service to ensure they're up to date with how the platform operates. And while they are making some changes to the music terms of service, including a new section on rules that users should follow if they upload a video that includes music created by AI, okay? And the steps that we may take if they do not follow the rules. So if you're gonna do shit like that, do obtain all permissions needed for copyrighted music, trade names, trademarks, and AI music videos, and provide clear disclosures if you upload an AI video. Don't upload anything that's not yours, falsely attribute to performance and stuff like that. With the regards to the live streaming portion of it, thinking that gifts are going to go away and stuff like that. They're not going away. They're just making it, and they've been wanting to get rid of green screens for a while, right? And that's not even a big problem here as opposed to the Middle East where they do it a lot. They do it a lot. They're trying to get rid of that, where you don't know who you're gifting. They're trying to get rid of people who do divisive gifting, and that's what it's called. It's like if I was holding a live stream, me and Repo, and we had this little graphic right here that said Trump, and then we had Biden on hers, right? And we would be manipulating the chat politically to see who can gift more, whether you support Trump or Biden. They want to get rid of shit like that.
I saw that during all the.
Yeah.
So, I saw that one time.
I don't think it's going to be any, clickbait gifting, shit like that. That's what they want.
Do you have a favorite person to battle that you look forward to battling?
Oh my goodness.
That you battle now? Do you pretty much battle all the same people?
Yeah, a little bit. I'm open to battling anybody though.
Right.
I mean, I don't run from nobody, but I would say Sadie. Sadie's always a good time.
Do you miss California? Someone said.
I miss being closer to my kids. You know what I mean? I would love to live in California, but the weather and the space that I've gotten accustomed to with my house is not going to be feasible in California. You know what I mean? This house that I have here would be really, really expensive in California.
Right.
I used to
battle about location.
I don't have a problem with Tyler River. Tyler's my dog. I love Tyler River. I'll always answer the phone when Tyler River calls or battles. My wife is originally from Texas, yes. I appreciate you, Joe. Better not have him in a freezer. You accept small creators? Yeah. With less than 100 people in the room, half the streamers got less than 100 people.
Someone said, how do you get used to if you first start streaming when you have nobody in there and you're just kind of hanging out talking to yourself?
Focus on the people that are there. So I used to do music. And when you start music and you get on these shows and they put you very early in the performance, even if you get on a big show and you're performing at 6 o'clock at night and nobody's there, there's 4 people in the lounge or the whatever venue you're in.
Right.
So I used to just make it about the same intensity. I know that these 6 people are here and they paid money to be here. So I'm going to act like they're everything. Well, I'm going to give them the show that they wanted, that they paid for.
I've been going live for at least 2 years, and most of the time I have 0 people in the room.
You got to talk to people. Here's another thing you have to do. You have to share your life. You got to share your life. But that's where what Repo was saying. Content creation drives viewers in. If you're consistently putting out videos with a message or a niche, you give yourself an elevated opportunity to gain viewers who want to see what you're going on in real life.
Right. For sure.
Other than yourself, who's your favorite creator? Fuck. It used to be Living. He's still up there. Favorite creator would be Officer Udi. Favorite creator I've ever met, Lundini. That's my dog.
Thank you.
Aqua, what up? Babysitter has 3 children that are mine. I don't think TikTok's going away. Fargo, click the link. If you guys want to show me what you got and you want to stream and you're eligible, click the link in my bio. If it's not working for you, open it in the browser. Click the little dots.
How was Subathon?
Subathon was great. I got sick as hell. I think Subathon was a lit environment. I think it was great. Everybody I met was cool. You know what I mean? Down to earth. It was a fun environment. I felt my age being around.
It looked like a big frat party to me.
It really did remind me of that.
Yeah.
Okay. And so I kind of felt like, okay, yeah, I'm 40. I'm in my 40s now because did that all night shit. Oh, that was for the fucking birds. Like I got so sick the next day.
Yeah.
I got so sick and heat exhausted from staying up all night, and it was fun. Don't get me wrong, and I love talking in the chat. And I see that's what the people don't understand. I love doing this. Like I love talking to people in the chat. Like I'm not responding to every comment because I'm trying to stay on track. Like in my life, I get distracted a lot going back and forth in the comments. But I'm telling you, I love talking to people. I have met, and that's why I encourage people to get out of their comfort zone and stream. You know, you can be me. You can be the creators. You know what I mean? You can be a creator. There's a community for you, unless you're just a piece of shit. And even then, there's probably a community for you full of pieces of shit. Okay? But the thing is, I love talking to people. I talk to my chat more than I talk to my blood relatives. And I've met some people who I know that if I die, they'll be sad. They're going to be at my funeral carrying my casket.
Oh, for sure.
You know, I've met a lot of snakes too, but for every snake that I've met, you know, an angel. So.
For sure. What's your, what are you? I'm a Leo. What are you?
I'm a Taurus.
Taurus.
Strong, stubborn, and
that makes sense.
Handsome.
That explains a lot.
Yeah. Mandy, K Savage, Tiffany. I don't know what you guys are talking about with James.
Anybody else have any more questions? Anything you guys want to know? He got me back into church.
Oh. Charlie. Sandra. We were long distance, yes. But then I got tired of paying for flights every weekend. So I have a custody agreement with my baby mothers in California, and I would get them half the week. So every time it was my time not to have my children, I would literally drop off my kids on my day, and then I would fly to Texas or Miami or wherever the fuck for so long, and then come back. And it was just that's what I was doing with my money repo. Like when I met my wife, I was flying just every time I had my days off, I would fly over here to be with her.
Aw. Somebody says, is there any possibility of getting the diamond restriction from joining agencies changed? Or are they always going to stick to it?
I think they're going to stick to it. They actually have a new invitation that we're working on getting one, and that allows you to ignore the diamonds and
What is it, like a golden ticket?
like a golden ticket for big creators, million followers plus.
Can I ask you a question about that I was kind of curious about? How do you stop, like, so someone starts streaming and say they make it really take off like this, and they're just, how do you get them just not to quit once they start making all the money?
How do you get them not to quit?
Yeah, I mean, if like, say I joined an agency and it took right off and I'm in the ranks and doing great and I just don't want to be in your agency anymore, I can just quit? Is that how it works?
Outside 15, so most of them are not going to do that. Okay, most of them are going to keep your ass. So if you're within 15 days, you could quit. Okay.
Oh, okay. I always wondered that. I was like,
but so we do 2 contracts. Okay. The TikTok comes with a contract. They make you put the I agree and the relationships for a year, 2 years, 3 years, whatever it is. And you can fight to get out of some. I have had to fight. Obviously, my agencies that I've been a part of didn't want to get rid of me, right? But they also stopped paying me. So I had to fight. I had to submit appeals, and they would deny it, and they get to upload evidence. I get to upload evidence, and then TikTok makes a decision, okay? So then when that stopped working, I just started permanently deleting accounts. I would deactivate accounts, right? But with me, we signed 2 contracts. The regular one from the agency that you get, and then mine.
right, you have a personal one.
I have a personal
Makes sense.
Apex Vision DocuSign contract that you have to sign. And it's basically a bunch of the same shit, except there's one big difference, and that's we will agree to let you go and not hold you hostage as long as you come talk to us first and give us a chance to
Fix it or...
hear you out and see what we can do to help you. And if you still don't want to be helped, or you want to go somewhere else or whatever, and you want to do it by yourself, that's cool. I mean, But I mean, agencies are not, nobody else is paying. I don't care what nobody else tells you. They're paying you in lions. If they pay you your rewards, I'm paying you in cash. Okay, I'm not giving TikTok another cut of the cut I just got from TikTok. Like, you can earn cash with me. Okay, so you reach your goals, you get a check. And everybody in here that's got a bonus so far can attest.
I've heard that about other agencies. They pay you in gifts, and then that's kind of, if you think about mathematically, it dilutes as it goes down.
It's crap. It's crap. It's recycling. It's recycling at the end of the day. Second, why, if let's say there's some other agencies that give the creators their bonuses and stuff like that. That's cool as shit. You know what I mean? Gives people something to work to. But I give you a tiered level. Like, if you join my agency, when you sign the DocuSign, you're gonna get a welcome packet and a sheet that explains the tiers. So we sat down. You don't have to pay to get into an agency. If you are paying to get into an agency, you should report that agency. The agencies are free to join.
Right.
Okay? But I pay. And once you reach a certain level, I pay more. And then once you reach another certain level, I pay even more. You know what I mean? And that's how we do it.
Now, do you have a maxed out where it only takes so many? How many people can you take in your agency? Do you have like a max amount?
Well, you can take as many as you want. But again, then I feel like it gets diluted. So I started off the first day we announced it. We got 300 applications. We signed a lot of people, and we made a lot of money that month. But I cut a bunch of people that were making me money because they stopped streaming. You know what I mean?
Right.
Stop streaming. They're not streaming. They're not turning it on. You don't get money just for being signed. Like, I don't make money as a business owner with this business just by signing people. TikTok wants to see you cultivate new creators. They want to see you take new creators, you know what I mean? New creators, and cultivate them up. Brand new creators. That's what they want to see. That's where an agency makes the most money. An agency makes the most money when it takes somebody who has 0 people in their room and fills up the room by showing them how to stream and be on their own. Be on their own, be entertaining, engage with their chat. That's where we get paid the most. Happy birthday, Cody.
Anybody else have any more questions? How do you get unrestricted when you get...
You can apply to TikTok to get a tag. Like, some people get age flagged. You know what I mean? They get flagged when they look young. They're always getting banned. We just had a creator go through that. There's actually a TikTok link. You can look it up on Google where you can apply for an age tag, turn in your ID front and back and stuff like that, and they'll give it to when you'll stop getting banned.
What did you do before TikTok? For work? Somebody's asking.
I ran a tattoo shop. I was a tattoo artist.
Do you still do tattoos?
That's next. That's what I was getting into earlier. You know what I mean? The agency I jumped into that. But now that the agency is creating revenue and stuff like that, my credit's where it's supposed to be. Name 3 creators you never shared a screen with. I don't have any. J-Hop. I'll never share the screen with J-Hop again. Everyone else I'll share the screen with. I don't care. I'm not a pussy. But that's next. I have a plan for going into motion. But
do you talk about your own past?
Yeah.
Somebody asked that. Yeah, you're pretty vocal about everything.
Everybody, I could tell you, my people, you know what I mean? My people could tell you my past right now in the comments. Like, they can tell you everything that I've been through. Everything. I think that's what attracts people to me and keeps people. You know what I mean?
You're an open book, so.
Have I been sick? I've had a cough. I don't think your past is something to hide from. You know what I mean? You know, I don't think your past should be something to hide from. I think that you should embrace it. Because if it wasn't for your past, you wouldn't have the future that you have now. And if you're alive, breathing, well,
Yes.
thriving.
And I feel like then you get genuine supporters. You don't get the supporters that are there for the wrong reasons, and for sure.
people, you get the right people. I've never lost anybody that I wasn't meant to lose.
Yep.
People have said you had attacked. Did I attack what? We need the cheese man. What cheese man? I don't have no cheese man. Yeah, prison saved me. I needed prison.
Now you feel that way about it, huh?
Do I do certain type of tattoos? I specialize in black and gray photorealism.
Ooh, nice.
Construction, yes. I'm building a gym in my garage. Well, a company is building a gym in my garage. I did not have a heart attack. No, my heart is very healthy. I busted a vessel from screaming while I was getting a bunch of lines. That'll be the third injury I've had on TikTok live battles. The last injury I had to get surgery. It was with Austin. And I waited till after the battle again and then thanking people before I got to the ER. And I woke up with my appendix gone. My appendix burst. Okay. And then I tore in your throat, you have this little flap. It's like a gasket. I think it's called a larynx. It's something, it's like a little tongue. And when you breathe or you exhale, it lifts up, right? And sometimes it gets swollen and irritated. I almost died from that one. That was in the very beginning when I was really screaming. I tore my larynx, or this little flappy thing,
From screaming?
and couldn't breathe. Like I couldn't breathe.
Wow.
Like it swelled shut to where I was like seriously thinking about like doing one of those little moves.
Yeah.
So I could breathe.
Wow.
Yeah. Just from fucking TikTok live battling. I've almost died 3 times. That's crazy.
What would be your one piece of advice you'd give a new, an upcoming streamer? Just one little piece of advice.
Same thing I tell everybody. Don't. Favorite gift thrown for me? Phoenix. I have a phoenix tattooed on my stomach. Phoenix always rises from the ashes. So the best advice I could give anybody that's willing to listen is if you are getting into live streaming to battle and get a bag, you will fail. If you're streaming to put yourself out there, okay, build God's house in some type of fashion, engage with people and be an inspiration to people and make them laugh, and be transparent and authentic with them,
Right.
and get to know everybody on a first name basis. If you have 3 people in your room, then you should know those 3 people by heart. And then that 3 will turn into 6, and you should know that 6 by heart until it gets to a couple hundred, and you should know them pretty much by heart as well. But don't get into TikTok live streaming for the battles. You will fail every time, even if you have a small measure of success, if you manipulate the success somehow. You be consistent and you have the longevity that I've been blessed to have by being real, by giving a fuck about people. Don't treat them like fucking ATM cards. Don't fucking make every day a big battle that you just have to fucking win. Don't make every day a big push for the fucking rankings. You will bleed your people dry. They will see through your bullshit, okay? And they will stop coming and fucking with you. So hang out, enjoy the time you have with the people that love you, and then every now and again, like Repo's not in my life all the time, but when she comes, she makes her presence known, and there's never no pressure from anybody. You instead of building a team, build a family and treat them like such, and you will never, ever, ever expect nothing, be grateful for everything. You'll never be disappointed.
Absolutely. Well, I have a very small list now. You're on my list, so
I'm blessed. Thank you.
Me as a gifter, I learned a lot last year. You know, learned a lot about a lot of people. But so I have a small list now
Well,
because I like the realness. I like the, you know, I like the. I contributed to because I bartended for many years. I contributed, you know, and plus my age, but you know, I can see through bullshit pretty easily. You know what I mean? And I like the realness. That's what I like. I like creators that are absolutely 100% real. You
people
know?
respect it. People all the time be like, I don't know what these old ladies and shit see in Anthony. Well, it's not nothing they see. You know what they see in me? Their grandson. They see their nephew. They see a creator that's actually going to stick up for them when fucking people on Reddit are talking bad and fucking doxing them because they're not gifting their favorite creators. And that's what a lot of Reddit is. A lot of Reddit is fucking back and forth grossness because so-and-so's not gifting this person or so-and-so's.
It's
why she's
ridiculous.
spending all her
It's
money
so
there.
ridiculous on there.
Like, well, first of all, why the fuck you worried about where people are spending their fucking money at? You know why I have the people I have now? Because I've never fucking treated people like property. My people can gift wherever they want. And to be honest, that's probably why I've lost a lot of people. I'm not stingy. I don't put them on a leash. I don't get mad and follow them around and be like, yo, what you doing in here? I don't do that shit. People are free to go. And
There's creators that do that for sure.
There's fucking creators that literally
I don't understand it.
will message their people be like, yo, you gifting that guy gives me anxiety. Like, what if somebody ever sends you a message like that, a creator, you are getting played.
I'm like, you don't pay my bills.
Why do creators get upset when people support multiple creators? Because that's money that they could have had that's going to somebody else. Yeah,
Right.
we could talk about it now. Now you guys are getting into some good questions. There you go. Creators get mad when they're gifters. First of all, that's where they fucked up. There is possessive. Okay? When a person who supports them goes and supports somebody else because they have put it into their mind that they belong to that person or that person belongs to them. And if you're gifting that person, then guess what? Guess who's not getting gifted? Me. So that's why they get mad. Me, I'm not that way. I've been offline for 3 days. My family has been gifting tons of people, tons of creators, tons. You're not going to see me in nobody's DM talking about why are you doing that. If I ran a battle after this interview right the fuck now tonight and got online and put up 10K, I wouldn't freak out like, y'all, it's been 3 days. Like, you guys should have saved it for me.
Right.
No, that's why people like me. That's why. There's people who come on here, take a week off or a couple days, and then they get into a battle or they start a series, and they're like, yo, where the fuck is everybody at? And yada, yada, yada. I've done it. I've done it, but then I have to I have people around me that check me, that I have trusted check me.
That's another thing I see a lot in here where creators mod big gifters just to keep them in their lives.
Biggest red flag ever. If you go throw somebody fucking 100K just because you're feeling good, maybe you had some wine, fucking you like what they were joking about, and people are fucking moderating people on their first day in a room. My moderators don't change. All my moderators are the same on every single page, and here's what I'm proud of. My moderators, aside from one or two, are not my biggest supporters. You know what I mean? They're not. They are not my biggest supporters.
Lots of people have asked me why I'm not a mod. Because I have a fear of commitment. I'm a free bird.
We don't even add mods. It takes, I think the last mod we added was like a year ago, 2 years ago. And I have a rule. You have to get along with my other mods. My mods vote on you. Like when I do things, somebody, I have a bunch of people that I would love that definitely deserve to be a mod.
Right.
But for me, I don't even want to put them through that.
Right.
Granny, Monarch, so many people. Voodoo. Voodoo is actually a mod in there because sometimes I like him to have freedom to block any of his haters. You know what I mean?
Right.
If you don't fuck with my brother, then I don't fuck with you either. Right? But I have a bunch of great people who support me very big.
Right.
That definitely deserve to be a mod. But I do not want to ever put them through what my mods now go through. They get doxxed. They get harassed. They get fucking ridiculed on Reddit. They get death threats. They've had mods. My mod's husband has gotten calls at his government job, from people finding out shit. And so I don't ever want to put any more people through that at all.
Right.
I wish I could pay. I've thought about paying my mods all the time. And hopefully with the agency continuing to boom and stuff like that, I can find employment for them in there. However, I do have plans to compensate my mods for years of loyalty.
Oh, you've had the same mods for years?
My mods don't change. I've had the same mods.
That's awesome.
I might get rid of a couple sometimes, but my mods are the same. I've just a few. That's it.
That's awesome, though.
And they all just got a box from me with a spa day package for a girl, a bunch of stuff that I had my wife pick out, and then a handwritten letter from me in a journal, telling them how much it's not a copy and paste chat GPT fucking message. I sat down and I wrote each one of my mods a little letter and a little thank you.
That's awesome.
Hey, what up?
Oh my goodness.
So sometimes it's not all about the money, okay? It's just your mods. Sometimes they need to know that they're appreciated. And my mods go through a tremendous amount of shit for me because of me. You know what I mean? And I don't think they deserve that.
Flying jets. Holy cow.
If you could meet anyone on person from TikTok, who would you want to meet? In real life, my people. I love meeting my people. Baby Sita don't like it too much.
You've never done a meet and greet?
I've been all over the fucking place. I've never done a meet and greet. I feel like if I did, I did one. Yeah, I did one. Dallas was a meet and greet. Yeah, Dallas was a meet and greet. I've done a bunch of them. But I feel like if I did one myself, I'd have to have security and all type of armed security and shit like that. And I feel like somebody would try to find a way to fuck it up or send cops over there and shit like that. But
That's true.
My favorite thing to do is meet people. I love meeting people. I absolutely fucking love it. I love meeting my people. I'm not one of them creators. We're trying to do this charity football game, and that's gonna be a meet and greet with the VIP package. You know what I mean, for all the athletes and creators. So I love doing that shit. Baby Sita a little less because she knows how aggressive I am and stuff, and she gets kind of reserved. She doesn't know who's a psycho and who's not.
Yeah.
But me, I'm all for it. Money, is that all money? Hell yeah, it is. What's up? Yeah.
No
let me
fear.
know if it's beef. Let me know. I'll say this.
For sure.
If you see me, let me know you love me right away because, like I said, grizzly bear or teddy bear, choice is yours. You know what I mean?
Assertive, not aggressive.
Yeah, the choice is yours. I'm a grizzly or teddy bear.
All right, well, thank you for the interview.
I appreciate you. Thank you for having me. If my people are not following Repo, then you definitely should. Okay? I've been watching him since October 1922. Damn. I look good as hell for
Thank
that.
you for the follow, guys. Thank you. I really appreciate it, and keep doing what you're doing.
I appreciate you. Okay?
I'm glad you're still here.
And me too.
Because that would have sucked.
I was telling people, I don't know if you've seen it live. Listen, I just seen a video of J-Hop saying, I don't give a fuck. Good. Karma's a bitch. You're right, Joshua. Karma's a big, beautiful bitch, and she don't brush her teeth before she kiss you. But for anybody that's patiently waiting for me to die or something like that,
That's awful.
just know that you have to account with one man at the end of this, and God don't like ugly. So wishing death on people is for the fucking birds. Second away, don't hold your breath, okay? I'm built like a fucking tank. I've been shot twice, stabbed in the head, broken everything. I've fucking had 3 different medical emergencies, and it's clear that I am here for a fucking reason. I'm probably gonna die by the stupidest shit ever, like a fucking salamander or a daddy long
falling out of the
I'm gonna
bathtub.
die from a daddy long leg bite. Or the only daddy long leg with a mouth big enough to, you know, they're the world's poisonous spider. They just don't have a mouth that can bite you. Yeah, I'm gonna find the one daddy long leg
That has a
can
mouth.
bite. And that's how I'm gonna die. Something stupid. You know what I mean? Like fucking slipping in syrup or something. I don't know, but it's gonna be dumb as hell. Okay? It's
Exactly.
not gonna be from blood pressure. It's not gonna be from a fucking heart attack. Definitely not gonna be from a creator. Definitely not gonna be at the hands of my own hands, because I'm not a weak bitch. Okay? Definitely not gonna be from anybody on TikTok. Is that a dog?
Yeah, my dog.
Oh. It's like, what the fuck is going on the other fucking side of the
That's my
fucking-
dog.
What's
He's like,
going
"Let me
on
out of
on
the
the
room."
other side of the background, Repo? It's like, what the fuck? Did you rent a studio out?
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna die from something weird, okay? Something weird and funny, and
Well, you know,
probably gonna leave instructions to put it on my headstone.
God
okay?
still has a purpose for you here. He still wants you here for a reason.
I am here for a reason.
I guess,
So,
I think it's to make some people uncomfortable, but
you know what? I love making people uncomfortable. I'm comfortable with the uncomfortable.
yep.
You know, so that's that. Either way, Repo, I love your fucking face. You're an amazing
Thank you.
woman.
Thank
Thank you
you.
for everything that you've ever done for me. Thank you for checking on me. Thank you for everything. You know what? On behalf of all the ain't shit creators that you have blessed that turned their back or did some weird shit, them too, you know, they're too stupid to see it. All right? You're amazing. I hope that God
Appreciate you.
continues to bless you.
Thank you. I appreciate you. And I will see you out there on the streets.
Bye.
Bye. Well, thank you guys. Thank you. And I hope everybody enjoyed it. And Kobe, give me a minute. And I will upload the full interview to my YouTube channel. Usually by the end of the night. Thank you for the follows. Thank you, everybody. My dog's having a meltdown. All right, and I'll see you guys later. I appreciate everybody. Thank you. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. Thank you. And I'll see you guys later.